Did you at any time while you were a plaintiff's expert in Lago Agrio determine the volume of soil that needed to be remediated at any site?
No.
Did you ever determine what the cost of remediating soil at any of the sites would be?
No.
Did you ever find that any of the sites that you inspected had contamination of such an extent that it would endanger human health?
No.
Did you ever find that any of the sites that you inspected required any further remediation?
No.
While you were working as a judicial inspection expert for the plaintiffs, did you ever conclude that TexPet had failed to properly remediate one of the sites?
I didn't know.
While you were working as a judicial inspection expert for the plaintiffs, did you ever conclude that any particular site posed a risk to human health or the environment?
No.
Unable to obtain legitimate evidence to support their unfounded claims, the plaintiffs' lawyers filed falsified reports with the Ecuadorian court in Charles Kalmbacher's name, claiming Dr. Kalmbacher found a cleanup costing millions needed to be conducted.
I did not reach this conclusion, and I did not write this report.
Experts for each of the parties were supposed to submit their reports for each judicial site inspection to the court. Any discrepancies between those reports were to be resolved by independent settling experts. At the beginning of the trial, the Ecuadorian court ordered the judicial inspection of 122 oil production sites. But as David Russell, the plaintiff's former lead environmental scientist, testified under penalty of perjury, in general, Donziger was unhappy with the data that the plaintiffs were finding during the judicial inspections and the cost of conducting the inspections. By late 2004, I realized that the plaintiffs could not prove their claims because the analytical data was turning up blank for both the soil and the water samples, and the samples were not showing the contamination that Donziger wanted. Unable to obtain real evidence, Donziger turned the judicial inspections into a choreographed show to further pressure Chevron Corporation.
I mean, this is all choreographed. These inspections, I'm convinced, have nothing to do with the trial anymore. I mean, it's all about politics and arguing and bullshit and show.
When the settling experts issued their first and only report, finding that at Site Sacha 53, the risk to human health is low, and that the sample results were lower than the allowable limits, Donziger hatched a plan to abandon the remaining judicial inspections. Judge Yanez initially found there was no legal basis for the withdrawal of the judicial inspections. Donziger threatened to launch an all-out war with the judge if he did not accede to the plaintiff's lawyers' demands. The plaintiff's lawyers blackmailed Judge Yanez, threatened to file a complaint against him, and pressured him during illegal private meetings at hotels, restaurants, and Judge Yanez's home. Judge Yanez succumbed to the pressure, waiving the plaintiff's judicial inspections and permitting the appointment of a single global expert, Richard Cabrera, who the plaintiff's lawyers planned to secretly control. The plaintiff's lawyers could not risk the completion of the judicial inspection process, nor a truly independent global expert. Even their own paid experts were telling them that there was no evidence to support their claims.
All the reports are saying it's just at the pits and the stations and nothing has spread anywhere at all.
But hold on a second. You know, this is Ecuador, okay? You say whatever you want. In the end of the day, there's 1,000 people around the courthouse, you're gonna get what you want. We have enough to get money, to win.
One by one, the plaintiff's leading experts have come forward to disavow their work on the case and to tell the truth about the plaintiff's scientifically bankrupt claims.